Well, parents, here we are. It is week number 5 in our parenting halftime series called Make It Count. And so today I want to talk about Make It Better, creating a culture of improvement. And so I'm actually really passionate about this one. I think it's a really big deal. And if handled the right way, I think it can be a game changer for our children. There's one phrase, one quote in particular that if you forget everything else, remember this because it has changed my parenting. And here's the quote. Parents should be easy to please, hard to satisfy. So let me show you a couple pictures by way of illustration. So my 4-year-old daughter, Adeline, drew this for me, and I loved it when she showed me. I thought it was the greatest thing ever, gave her a huge hug, and told her I was so proud of her. And I really don't even need to describe to you what it is, because you can clearly see that it's a picture of me and her, and I'm a doctor in this picture, and we're holding hands, and it's just a great picture, right? So then my daughter Jaden, this was a while back, she drew a picture for me. And she's a little bit older than Adeline, and you actually, I think, can see a little bit of what's going on here. You can see which one is me and which one is my daughter Jaden. And I also was super proud of her when she showed me this picture, and I gave her a big hug, and I thanked her so much, and I was just very encouraging. But the reality for both of them is that I'm not going to let them stay there very long. As great and as awesome and as happy as I am that they drew those pictures for me, I want to see them grow and improve and get better. And Jaden in particular, she loves to draw, and it seems like every single week she is blowing my mind with what she's able to draw. And when I do that the right way and I balance those truths of being easy to please but hard to satisfy, it actually creates a healthy sense of motivation that Dad loves me, he's encouraging, but he's challenging me. He wants the very best for me. And I think that's a beautiful thing that we should strive for. I actually get that from this passage in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. There's this guy named Paul. He actually wrote about half of the New Testament. And he was writing to this church about their love for each other. And this is what he said. Now concerning love, you have no need for anyone to write to you, for that indeed is what you are doing to everyone throughout Macedonia. But we urge you, do this more and more. And so it's kind of funny. Here Paul is, he's basically admitting, I don't even have any business writing to you about this topic. Everyone in the area knows that you guys are known for your love. And yet, how does he conclude? Do this more and more. That's how it ought to be in our parenting. We can be easily pleased, we can be easy to encourage, and yet we want to see our children grow and improve and excel in whatever it is that they're doing. This is a phrase that we've adopted, and I challenge you to adopt it in your home if you like it. If you're a learner for life and you're willing to work, then you're free to fail. And I think it's okay for our children to have a safe feeling of being able to fail and being able to learn and being able to grow and improve. Without that, I don't know if they will be able to improve. And so if you're a learner for life and you're willing to work, then you're free to fail. And now we're going to hear from Pastor Ezra on what it means to make it better, creating a culture of improvement. And so this idea of make it better, I know you're super passionate about this.
I am super passionate about it.
What does that look like in the Wimberly home?
The hard part about making it better is that you can easily go into like overbearing mode. So I have a very critical eye, and to turn that into something that's helpful. Because every kid, if you ask a kid, they like to be parented, they like to be mentored. Your involvement in their life is what they want. It's your role as a parent, but how to not turn that into something that's disheartening, where you can never please your parents. Or you feel like it's never good enough, and they're never just satisfied with just you being you. What Michelle and I end up doing is the big key to it is actually holding them accountable, not to their performance necessarily, but to their effort. So if they can get good grades, they should. And so when we see that they're dropping in this class, and you're like, you're not even doing your homework, or you're not even keeping your stuff organized, we're like, we'll train them to do that. Yeah. And when they complain and say, well, this is hard, and we're like, hard things are a part of life. Now is the time to like get used to how to overcome hard things. So the way that it shows up in different things is that if they start something, they should finish it. Yeah. So if they sign up for a club, or they sign up for a team, or they learn an instrument and they say, I'm gonna do this for the semester or for the year, they do it. They won't be able to evaluate it properly unless they gave it the good effort, yep, really showed up, and tried to press through some of those challenging times. So that's our biggest way.
I love that. Very cool. Practical, wise words from Pastor Ezra. Thank you very much for that on this idea of make it better, creating a culture of improvement. Thanks a lot.